Alright, I wanted to go through the last inequality from Race Set Go 4.5 with you. These word problems can be a bit tricky, so it's always good to try them together. A cell phone company offers a plan that costs $35.99 and includes unlimited texting. Another company offers a plan that costs $19.99 and charges 25 cents per text. For what number of texts does the second company's plan cost more than the first company's plan? Alright, so we've got two companies here. I'm going to... Got a little bit of space down here, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to represent the first company here, and then the second company. Now, the first company offers $35.99 and unlimited text. So you're just paying the $35.99. The next one, you pay $19.99, and then 25 cents per text. Notice I'm not doing any rounding here. Or I'm going to go with an M instead of a T. The reason I'm not doing rounding here is because these pennies might come into play later. So it's always good. Because I know some people might want to round up to 36 and 20. But we're going to keep the pennies involved. So for what number of texts does the second company's plan cost more than the first company? So if we want the second company here to cost more, that means it's going to be greater. If it's equal to, then that means they're equal. We don't care about them being equal. We want it to be greater. So now we got ourselves an inequality here. Tried to shrink it down, and that didn't work too well. So I'll shrink it again. And, let's try it again. I love technology. Remember back in the day when I used to do this on a chalkboard, having to erase and adjust. This is a lot easier. Alright, so now I want to get M all alone. In order to do that, I'm going to subtract $19.99 from each side. And what happens when I do this is I don't necessarily have to worry about that penny anymore. The reason I'm doing this is to get rid of positive $19.99. Over here, this leaves me with $16 even. And then over here, I get 0.25 M. We're going to get the M alone. Divide each side by 0.25. And my math is correct, and I know I'm good. It'll be 64. So what this is telling me is I would have to make more than 64 texts in order for the second plan to be more expensive. So, in today's day and age, that means you're looking at about 2 texts per day. I don't know about you, but I send more than 2 texts per day, so I would probably go with, let's see, that unlimited plan myself. So, what we just solved here? We just figured out is the second plan costs more after 64 texts. Just write your answer in both interval and set notation. Now for our class, we're only requiring the interval. So what I'm going to do here is we're starting with 64, but we're not including it. Anything above it. Now, here's another thing we want to think about, too. Can we send a partial text message? No, you don't get charged for like a third of a text message, a half, a tenth. So I'm going to establish that this represents whole numbers. So I'm going to go 65, 66, and then ... just to mean it keeps going on. And then I could probably send as many text messages as I want after that. Just goes up to infinity. So what I did here was I established a pattern of whole numbers, implied that it keeps going all the way up to infinity. So hopefully you're not sending infinite text messages in a month, but who knows, maybe you're a very social person. Alright, so I've walked through 11, 12, and 13. Hopefully this helps you a little bit with inequalities and setting them up. Good luck.